Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sean from Ridesharing101.com. Welcome to today's daily vlog. And I want to talk to you about the economy in just a second. But first, if you check out the website, you'll notice that there is a free link to the Facebook page, to the YouTube channel, to the short stories that you can read, where I talk about some of the more interesting passengers I've picked up over the years. And of course, there's the ebook and the t-shirts for sale. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, I want to talk to you about the economy. And to take a quick step back, I've done some recent videos where I talk about what are your goals for being in the rideshare business. Why do you rideshare? What are you trying to accomplish? Obviously, everybody wants to earn money, but what's the money for? When you get it, what are you going to do with it? What's your plan? What are your goals? And I bring this up because I've been watching a lot of videos and talking to a lot of people about the economy because I'm very interested in marketing, where business is headed, because I think this will affect rideshare. Obviously, if the economy tanks and people are out of work, more people are going to be, looking for employment, and rideshare it has a very low barrier to entry. It's something people can do until they find that long-term job. And there's been a lot of talk about the economy. It's been great for 9, 10, 11 years. Whenever that's happened in the past, there's always been some sort of correction. It could be very heavy to, so-so. And I'm trying to gauge where that's headed. And some recent headlines, I heard like Payless is closing all 2,100 of its shoe stores, the physical locations. Victoria's Secret, I think, is closing another 50 shops. Sears sold off the Craftsman brand, but they were able to keep the retail chain open, at least for the time being. Penny's is kind of on the verge of collapse. And, some of the retail store closings, that has some link back to Amazon and online sales. So basically the stores are being replaced by online sales. But that's, even though the goods sold might be the same, or there might not be that much of a drop off, the human factor is different. So there'll be more people out of work if more retail chains go out of business. And then, in the past, even places like Starbucks closing 150 stores, H&R Block, I think, closing 350, Subway 500. These are all indicators that there's stuff happening. Things are changing, being moved around. And I mentioned this to a passenger that I had in the car, and she works in the tech field. And I won't say what company because it's not really relevant. But she agreed with me, and she said that she's already seen it with some of the staff. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she informed me that the company that she worked for, it's in tech, they have a lot of contractors from other countries. And these other contractors are concerned that they won't be able to maintain their visa status. They get a visa for so long. The company says, hey, we really need this person to work for our company. The visa is good for so long as the person involved in question works at that company. They can't just say, hey, I'm going to work at that company and then not work and stay in the country. So they're sort of sponsored, if you will, by the company, and it's good for a certain period of time. And I think there's a fee involved that the companies have to pay, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but it doesn't matter. The point is that these foreign workers that need a visa from the company to work, even though they're still employed, are looking for other work, and they're looking for other work outside of the U.S. I was told that they're either looking for work back in their home country, or they're looking for work in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and England. So, very interesting to note. You would think that these people are in tech, they're making a lot of money, they're smart, they're programmers, they're engineers. Don't know the difference between the two. I don't have to. If you're in tech, I'm sure you could be like, oh my God, you don't know the difference between a programmer and an engineer? Oh, no, I don't. I don't really care. I'm a gardener. I make stuff grow. So if the zombie apocalypse comes, you can play games on your computer. I'll be the guy growing food that everybody will be friends with. But I digress. Anyway, sorry, folks. My mind goes in funky places. So anyway, if these smart people notice that there's some writing on the wall and it's telling them to regroup and refocus, perhaps you should do the same. So if you're in a business or have a job that is dependent on the retail sector, any kind of manufacturing, you might want to think about getting into the rideshare, into the business of ride sharing. Meaning, get set up as an Uber driver, get set up as a Lyft driver, take a day, take some fares, see what it's like, have a basic understanding. So if heaven forbid you get that pink slip on a Friday, you know that the next day you can start ride sharing. You know, it makes sense. Had a good friend, Byron. He's always telling me it's okay to quit your job, but get a job before you quit a job. Meaning, okay, you want a different job? Well, go out and get it. When you get the new job, then and only then do you quit the old job. Which makes sense. You know, you get mad one day, do something impulsive, quit your job. All of a sudden you have no money coming in. Very irresponsible. It's a very emotional decision. Don't make an emotional decision. Make a practical, make a logical decision. And if you make the determination that the rideshare business might be something that you're interested in, then do your research. Check out my website. Check out the Facebook page. Check out the YouTube videos. Obviously, I'd love it if you downloaded the ebook, but even if you don't, I remember when I first started, I thought, oh, it's very easy. You just get in the car, turn on the app, and pick people up. And in a sense, that's true. There's more to it than that. It took me a lot of time to kind of figure out some of the ins and outs to go from, you know, making a little bit of money to making, you know, pretty decent money. But the sooner you start, the sooner you will be ready should something bad happen on the other side at your day job. Now, if nothing happens at your day job, great. You have rideshare to fall back on. If you need some extra money, you can work a weekend should you need it. But as I mentioned at the beginning of this vlog, it's good to have your goals and to know what you're trying to do. That way you can be prepared should something happen. You will already have your Uber account. You already have your Lyft account. You have all your signage. You know you have the right insurance. So everything is set. So literally, you can just turn on the app and go. So like the Boy Scouts say, be prepared. I was a Boy Scout. I try to be prepared. You should try to be prepared as well. So on that note, I'll get ready to sign off. Comment if you so choose, if you think you have something worthwhile to add. And on that note, I'll see you next video. Okay.